Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking every single Juice WRLD album slash mixtape. Now, Juice WRLD has 5 albums out right now and 1 mixtape, which is World on Drugs, which was like his kind of first thing with, World on Drugs was with Future. It was a mixtape. That kind of, now when I looked on Spotify, it actually came out before his first album, which is Goodbye and Good Riddance. So anyway, just yapping at that point. Today I'm going to be ranking every single Juice WRLD album and mixtape. So let's get into it. Starting off at number 6, we are going with World on Drugs with Future. Now, with this, there are some good songs on here. You got Find China, Realer and Realer. I think Jet Lag's on there as well. There are some very good songs on here. But overall, is it great? Not really, I'm not going to lie. I never really go back to it. I go back to, obviously, some of the songs that I just named. But overall, as a full mixtape, do I ever listen to the whole thing through? No, I've probably done that maybe like twice ever. So, and one of them was literally coming back to it for this video. So, I really don't go back to this at all and probably never will. Just certain songs from it. So, that's why it's this low. And it's not really great, to be honest, either. At number 5, we have Party Never Ends. I'm not going to lie. Again, with World on Drugs, there's a few songs on here I'll go back to. I only ever listened to this once, like the whole album through, and that was when it first ever came out, and never really went back to it like that. There are obviously some songs that I do go back to, like I think Party by Myself. That is such a banging song, and I don't remember any of the other songs on there. I'm not gonna lie, it's very forgettable. And this obviously came out a few years ago after his death, and I feel like whoever was making this album, he has so much unreleased stuff, and put in just those songs. I think the choices that they picked was terrible. I would have loved to see Rental on here, and I have seen that other people would have as well. I really hope they release that song. I don't know if they ever will, but that would have been sick to see this on the album. But other than that, it's very, very mid. A couple bangers on there. Other than that, it's just mid. That's why it's 5th. Moving into the top 4 now. All these albums are very, very good in my opinion. I love them all. And it was actually very hard to pick. But for number 4, I'm going with Legends Never Die. I actually do think this is one of the most streamed rap albums on Spotify, which is actually pretty crazy. And rightly so, there are some bangers on here. You got Come and Go with Marshmello, I Want It, Wishing Well, banger, Up Up and Away, that's a good song, Man of the Year. So there are some absolute bangers on here. My favourite song on here is definitely Tell Me You Love Me, because I love that song, and it's just such a good song. But the reason it's 4th is because I do just think the albums after this are just better. I like them better than this. So I love this a lot, but number 4 is just where it is because he has better ones out there, and that's really the only reason why. At number 3, we have Goodbye and Good Riddance, Juice WRLD's first ever album. Has his absolute hits. All Girls Are the Same, Lucid Dreams are both on this album. I love this album a lot. I really do. There's some bangers on here. Again, a non-skip album as well. And there's not really much to say about it. I just think it's a very, very good album. Great rap album, and it's a good debut album as well. I think this is a very good debut album, and yeah, I'm kind of just saying the same shit because I don't know what to say to it. But some bangers on there, obviously. And yeah, that's kind of it. I'm yapping at this point, but I just like this album, so that's why it's 3rd. And at 2nd, we have Death Race for Love. Now, this was the last album he released before he died. He only managed to release 2 albums. Goodbye Go Rents was his first one he released. Death Race 2nd, and then he died, unfortunately. But there are some banging songs on here. I love this album so much. I've got the track that's here. You got Who Shot Cupid. That's a banging song. On God with Young Thug, love that song. I actually do think Juice WRLD and Young Thug go so well together, and I wish we had more songs like with them in it. Make Believe is a banger as well. Feeling, that's a good. Flaws and Sins, yeah. So there are some absolute bangers on this album, and I just love it a lot. And yeah, not really much else to say about it, but it's great. I'm gonna say more. You got Empty, Hear Me Calling, that's a banger. My favorite on this album is it's hard. You have Robbery as well. I have completely missed that out. I'll probably go Hear Me Calling, maybe. The Bee's Knees is a good song. Yeah, I've kind of just named the whole track list there, but yeah, I love this album a lot. No skips, and it's just banging. And number one, my favorite Juice WRLD album that is released is definitely Fighting Demons. I love this album. I actually did go and re-listen to this album before making this video as well, and I was like, you know what? This is my favorite Juice WRLD album. You know, I could have gone Death Race, which I thought I was going to go with, but when I was listening to it, it's just very enjoyable. You know, all the songs are really good. You know, you have that song with Justin Bieber. That's a great song. I think Justin Bieber was very good in that. You even have songs from like BTS. Like there are some sick songs on here. You know, the Polo G and Trippie Redd song. I think it's Feline. That's probably my favorite song on here. It's just so good and it goes together. You have stuff like Burn, Already Dead. You know, just some bangers on here, and that's why it's first for me. I do really like this. Unfortunately, he never got to release it, but yeah, that's kind of it. This is my favorite Juice WRLD album of all time, and I'll definitely be going back to this more now. Now I've gone back to it for this video, probably go back to it more, and you know, just enjoy it because it's a very good album. If you haven't listened to it, go and listen to it because it's great. But yeah, that is Fighting Demons. Anyway, guys, that was me ranking every single Juice WRLD album and mixtape that is available, that is released. Let me know in the comments what you think of my list. It is all my opinion. Let me know what you would rank all these albums as well. What is your favorite Juice WRLD album? What's your least favorite? You know, comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe for videos like this, and I'll see you next one. Peace, guys.